What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to figure out if a AR-15 or a pistol makes a better truck gun. So I'm sure all of you either have one or know somebody that has a rifle or some sort of long gun in their truck as a truck gun. Well, in this video, we're going to hopefully try to figure out how effective they are at stopping a threat, or which one would be better between this or your concealed carry handgun. All right, so let's go over some good things about having an AR-15 in your truck. Well, for starters, it's a rifle caliber gun. It shoots a .223 or 5.56 or 7.62 or 300 blackout, whatever. It's an intermediate carbine caliber. So you're going to get more damage, more distance, whatever. It can do more damage. It can hold more rounds. You can, even if you're deploying it from the vehicle or inside the vehicle, you can stop the threat a little easier. You can shoot farther away if you have to abandon the vehicle, or say, it's like a get home scenario. You've got a little bit more firepower. You can fight harder and fight longer with this gun, maybe compared to this one. So that's some of the good things about having an AR-15. The bad thing about having one for a truck gun is, this is a 10.5 inch, and I mean, look how big it is. It's hard to get, it's going to hit, if you don't know, if you never practiced with or trained in a vehicle, these could be problems. Hitting the steering wheel, getting caught in the steering wheel, even like deploying it, like figuring out where to keep it. Some people keep them, let's say like down here by the driver's seat. If you need to get to it, you can just reach over and get to work like this, or through the steering wheel, stuff like that. Not through the steering wheel, through the windshield. My bad. But not everybody rides around with their either short barreled or pistoled AR-15 sitting in the front right by their driver's seat. Most smarter people are probably going to have it like hidden or locked or something like that. So even like in my truck, I have a 4-door Super Crew. If I carry this in my truck, I'm not going to put it right here unless I'm, if I'm driving and it's actively with me. But if I have to leave it in the truck for whatever reason, I'm not going to leave it at the in the seat. So I'm going to put it in the back. I'm going to lock it up, put it under something, put it hidden. It's not going to be easily accessible. If a threat comes at me, or I can't drive away, because the first thing, your vehicle is a better weapon than both of these. You can just drive or hit somebody, run them over, whatever. But say you can't drive away and you have to go to guns. It's going to be kind of difficult wherever this gun is stored at to get to it first. If you've got a passenger, maybe they can pull their handgun out, do some work, give you time to get this guy out. But this being your first option, it's going to be a little more difficult to get into action. So that's some of the downside. Besides it being just bigger than a handgun, it's going to be harder to get out. You're not really going to want to leave it laying around. You can't just, there's no holster for this, and you're not going to drive to Walmart with your rifle slung on you. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to, but not many people are going to do that. And it's really kind of awkward to carry this if you drive with it here, to grab it and lock it in the back seat, or put it in a bag and take it with you, or take it in your house. It's not very practical to keep having to do that. I'm not saying you can't have one of these in the truck, because if you have one properly stored in your vehicle, like I said, for that get home situation, if you want a little bit extra firepower, especially in a situation like that, this is, I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable with this when it's paired with this than not having this. So anyway, I'm not saying it's bad to have an AR in your truck. It's just some things you got to think about. So all right, let's put this down and let's talk about the pistol, the handgun. And this is unloaded. There's no mags, and it is unloaded. I know most of my guns are loaded, but I'm not at the range right now. I'm not in a safe spot. So for this video, this one is safe. I'll even pull the trigger in a safe direction. It's safe. All right, so the pistol. Ideally, you would have it on you if you leave your house. Like whenever I leave my house, I like to have shorts or pants that have a belt, so I can put a holster in my pants, or like outside the pants. I can have a holstered handgun with me. So, you know, I will wear gym shorts on occasion, like if I'm going to the gym early in the morning, but I'll still have my shield. I'll have it like in a belly band or something like that where I can put it on with gym shorts. So either way, the handgun should be close by and easily accessible. All right, so I carry Appendix probably 90% of the time. So we'll just say I'm carrying Appendix right now. Something comes up over here. It's going to be a lot quicker to pull the shirt up, grab the handgun out, and, you know, it's right here. I don't have to maneuver it around. You know, I can keep it in my kind of workspace, and it can go around. You know, it's going to clear my legs. I can go up and down and over my knees. You know, you don't want to swipe it across your legs because you have very important veins and vessels and arteries that run in your thighs, and you know, you don't want to pull out of appendix or even out of the hip and go across your leg and, you know, accidentally put a hole in your leg, because that's not going to be good. So anyway, if you have to draw from appendix, you know, go this way. Pull your shirt up, there it is, the gun's ready to go. If something comes that way, like the camera, pull your shirt up, draw the gun, it's ready to go. You know, either any way you have to go, even if you have to like go across the back, you can pull the shirt up and get to work, or you can, you know, lean whichever way you want to do. You can get the gun into action a lot better. You know, it's even in between the seats, you know, all this stuff, it's a lot easier to maneuver this compared to this guy. So maneuvering it inside the vehicle is a lot easier. It's a lot quicker just to go from your holster and get it than to have to reach down and grab it, get it out from wherever you're storing it, stuff like that. Which brings me to the next point. You can have this on you very easily in a holster. You know, even if you're on a long trip and you take the holster out, you can have it, you know, along your seat or in your door, whatever you want to do. You can grab it with one hand, one motion. You can have this into play. You can keep this close by. You can keep the carbine close. I mean, I guess you could stash it right here, but it's going to be a lot of pre-planning and a lot of movement, and just, you know, you're going to have the gun out in the open, trying to get it in position. If you're like getting groceries at Walmart and you come back to the truck, are you going to, you know, how many of you are going to take the time to pull your carbine out in the parking lot with all the people around and try to position it between your leg on whichever side you want? No, it's probably not going to happen. It's probably just going to stay either down here covered up or back there covered up, something like that. So at any rate, in my opinion, in your truck, the first go-to need to get into action right now is the handgun. Yeah, it's not as powerful as a carbine, but, you know, I just went over all the reasons why this should be your first option, or your first go-to thing if you're in your truck and you can't get out of your truck or you can't drive away and you need to get to guns and get to action, you know, in a second or 2 seconds. Draw your handgun and get to work. The handgun will buy you time to get to the carbine. You know, if it's a bad enough fight where you think you need the carbine, start with this guy, you know, make some distance, you know, get some rounds down range on target, whatever, and then that will give you time to get to your carbine and get it out and go to work with that. All right, guys, so I hope you liked that video. If you did, go ahead and like it. If you want to see some more, go ahead and subscribe. There'll be some more videos on the screen right here that you can watch that you might like. Main thing, just get your guns out, be safe, get them in your car, figure out what works best for you, and we'll see y'all next time.